it's your boy Flynn here. How's it going? Alright, I'm going to show you some progress I've made so far on my game. Show how I've implemented some sound effects. So this is just the beginning of me adding sound effects to my game. Some sound effects I have already, like the background music. Others are like when you click a guy, you'll hear a nice crisp click sound. And I can click a guy and I'll hear a reactionary sound effect. And then I have a movement. Let's see here what happens when I click movement. You hear some, footsteps. Let me finish this action here. You kind of have a finish action sound. The computer automatically reacts really quickly when it's its turn, so it starts its movement really quickly. So the footsteps sound almost continuous. Maybe I can change that in the future, but see. Let's just finish this movement phase here. Oh, also I have a nice little wind chime sound when it's your turn. There's a number of sounds I could think about, playing when it's, your turn, but the wind chimes seem pretty nice and friendly. Doesn't seem too annoying. See that there's that wind chime again. So you're audibly, through audio, you'll know it's your turn, instead of just a visual saying your turn. Also, when a new phase begins, you hear that nice thud sound. That is a new phase. Now we're in the ability phase. So I'm going to try this ability called Snipe. I'm going to shoot Jabril here. So a few things happened just there. We had a sound effect for me rolling the dice, which is the kind of like whip sound. I'm probably going to change that eventually, because that sound you're going to be hearing a lot, and I want to have a kind of pleasant sound for every time you roll the dice. The second sound you heard was me shooting an arrow. So all my range effects right now have that kind of like you're drawing the string of an arrow right now. Then it was immediately the computer's turn, and Jabril tried to do Harden, against Yabil. And he rolled the dice, so you heard that whip sound again, and then you heard it fail because he failed the roll to cast that Harden, and there's like a kind of like a gong or something that just kind of a negative sound effect, like, hey, you didn't get that dice roll. So, and then it was my turn. You heard the wind chimes. So what else we got here? Speed haste. So yeah, you heard the effect go off when I got a buff on a friendly unit, and so you had heard kind of like a positive sound, like they're buffed. And then it was mainly the computer's turn. They cast Minor Frenzy against himself, and he failed. So you hear like the gongs again. So I'm gonna do a long throw here. I got it. Killed that guy. Alright, so I got my throw off and I killed him automatically. Eventually I'll have an animation and sound effect for when a creature dies. But if you notice, the range attack still sounded like a drawing on a bow, like an arrow. I'll add more sound effects as the game goes on, but right now I just want to create some basics. Then Thuznik applies sprint to himself over here. And you saw the animation pop up, and then you saw like the kind of positive audio sound that played when he got his buff off. So what else I got here? I got Quick Heal and Zug can do Enrage. There you go, he's enraged now. My turn. You hear the nice wind chimes. I'm going to end my phase. So the enemy had no guys near... Oh, actually they did. I killed him. The little ram guy near that El Manuel. So it's really my turn. I'm going to try to grab this objective here. And if I do get lucky and grab it, there should be another positive sound effect that plays. I got unlucky and did not get it. So that was the failure. Player 2 ended their turn. My turn. Come on, get it. Cool. So kind of like a positive gong played. Still my turn. Like here I've noticed that my there's something wrong with the range, especially with this catapult. I'm not supposed to be able to grab this objective, but somehow the visuals aren't lining up. So this catapult will need to be fixed going forward. But let me go ahead and try to grab that. Got it. Alright, so... a couple things happen here. Jabril has been resurrected over here. There was a sound that played. It's not that noticeable because a lot of things happen. You know, I have a sound that plays when a new round begins, and I have a sound that plays when a creature is resurrected, and then automatically the AI starts moving. So there's a lot of sounds that are playing at the same time. But just know that there's a few sounds going on here. There is a sound when a creature is resurrected. So what else do I want to show you? Oh yeah, I want to show you some combat, you know. Show you a melee attack real quick, hopefully. This guy threw a dynamite against Zigzag. Zigzag took 3 damage. Okay, what else can I do here? Oh yeah, I want to do a melee attack. Okay, so I think hamstring will apply a negative effect as well. Let me see if I can get hamstring off this next. Okay, got it. Okay, so all you did was just hear, you know, the melee attack, which is cool. I might have an additional effect that plays when he's has a debuff on him. But anyway, that's pretty much the melee attacks. Attack this hazmat guy. Got it. Let's do a fireball. I forget what that sounds like. Oh, cool. So I do have an effect for a fireball, not just like a bow and arrow sound. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show for you right now. You know, as I progress further in the game, I'll have more sound effects to add, but the effects do really make the game come alive. You know, my guys are just getting their ass beat right now. That's cool. Cool. Well, that's all I have for this video. Next video I'll have something I've been working on, which is menu screens, like the start screen, you know, levels to play, and a nice feature which I'm going to add in the game, which I think is going to add a lot of depth to the game that I think a lot of players are going to like. And that's allowing people or players to build their armies. I'm going to call them crews. You're going to build your crew up, man. And you're going to have 4 factions. And inside that faction, you'll be able to build a crew of 5. So that's going to be pretty cool. But probably next week for that video. All right, thank you.